Hi everybody and welcome along to the Big Quiz Night In. Tonight it is episode 183 and it's great to see another nice turnout this evening. So let's go to the live chat and see who is watching along this evening. Right, I can see we've got Jody there saying hi everybody. We've got Dave as well. Lots of lovely comments coming in already, which is lovely to see. Andy's watching on YouTube. He says Oxford United are already 1 down against Norwich. Oh dear. But as I've also said, my team are playing tonight. I'm not expecting great things because we've got about a third of the squad and the rest are all injured or suspended. So we shall see how that goes. I'm quite glad in a way I'm not watching tonight and I'll have to catch up. But yes, appreciate Dave wanting to keep me posted on the scores. Thank you for that. I would appreciate that greatly nonetheless. Anybody else watching along tonight, please do let me know. I think I see Sue in the comments there. The donuts are here. That's great. Anybody else watching along, do say hi. We are about to start tonight's quiz. We have got 3 of the usual quiz rounds, random subjects. I'll explain what they are when we get to them. We are also doing our game show rounds at the end of the evening. So I'm bringing back the Our Survey Says Family Fortunes question of the week, or the month as it is now. And also we're going to do some catchphrases. I know I said before that we had exhausted all the catchphrases out there that I could possibly incorporate into the show. However, I have done a bit more digging and I've managed to find a very small amount more. So we've got at least enough to do tonight and we will just see how it goes if I find more to do another day. But certainly for tonight, you have 3 brand new catchphrases that you've not seen before, which will be the last activity of the evening. With that said, PJ and Geraldine are also in the chat saying hi to us all and good evening. Welcome along. Great to see you all together again for another quiz. So the first thing we do, as always, with the Facebook and YouTube live show is we go over to our kids question to kick things off. If you get it right, you get 2 bonus points for your team, and then you can use those bonus points and add them on to any of your scores in the upcoming 3 quiz rounds. So let's go see what we've got for you lined up tonight. Apocalypse. Here he is. Yes, Ruben is here. Welcome along, mate. You good?
Yep.
Yeah, cool. All right. Well, I'm going to bring your question up. This is connected to something you're learning about at school at the moment, isn't it, mate?
Yeah.
Okay, so here comes a question. And so Ruben's going to read it out. You need to guess in the comments, A, B, C, or D. What do you think the answer is for 2 bonus points?
Which artist is considered the founder of Cubism? Is it A,
Delaunay.
B, Picasso, C, Craig Martin, or D,
Metzinger?
Yes.
So A, B, C, or D, what do you reckon? Have a guess. If you get it right, you can give yourself 2 bonus points on top of your score for any of the 3 main quiz rounds coming up. Who is the artist considered the founder of Cubism? Got some guesses coming in already. And once we see as many people as possible that are watching right now have a guess, then we'll call it and see who gets the bonus points. We'll give them a shout out, won't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 guesses at the moment. A couple of other people are watching. Are you going to have a guess? We'll give them a little bit more thinking time. And then we shall crack on. So we've got Sue saying B. We've got PJ as well going with B, Picasso. Geraldine thinks it's B. Andy's going with B as well. Oh no, Oxford are 2-0 down. Oh, what a shame, mate. Jodie's going with C for Craig Martin as well. Okay, there's 5 guesses. Is anybody else going to... Is that 5? Yes, that's 5. All right. Let's go with that then. So, Ruben, what is the answer to your question this evening?
The answer is Picasso.
Yes, Picasso is the founder. Very well done then to the following people for their bonus points.
Sue, PJ, Geraldine, Andy.
That's it. Oh, and we've got Catherine and Tony here as well, just snuck in there as
Catherine
guests.
Tony.
Yes, Catherine, well done. You two have the bonus points then. Thank you for having a guess, and well done if you got it correct. So, with that said then, we'll say goodbye to Rue and we'll see him next time.
See you next month.
Next month, yes.
Woo!
Oh, Andy says we're going to get thrashed. Oh, I hope you don't. I hope you don't. I know it. They're like Oxford are the nearest team, professional football team to where, well, both Andy and I live. I'm not a fan of Oxford United, but because they're my local team, I like to hear that they're doing well when they're doing well. I think that's fair to say. But yes, Catherine says, just arrived. Good evening, everyone. Thanks, Ruben. Yeah. Yes, he's learning about Craig Martin at the moment, which is why that was one of the options there, who is another artist who is not renowned for cubism, but has dabbled in it or does do some cubism in his art, at least, I believe. But certainly Picasso is considered the founder. So there you go. Good stuff. So you can see now we've got new subjects on the bottom there. We've got a masters round we're going to do first. So that's anything connected to masters or the word master in any way, shape or form. So it's an interesting theme for a quiz round. I hope you like the questions coming your way for that one. Then we've got three of a kind, which is a quiz round again, which is general knowledge. But each question will be asking for three things, hence three of a kind. We've got a potluck general knowledge round, so anything goes in that one. And then the game shows, as I said earlier on, we are doing Family Fortunes, Our Survey Says question, and then we've got three catchphrases, which I thought I'd run out of, but it turns out I found some more. So good stuff there. Here we go then with this round. There is a countdown conundrum on screen as well. If you can work that out, you will get yourself 2 extra points. That is per round, so there'll be 3 different ones as always. And we're going to make a start with this one. No more guesses in the chat for now. You just need to make a note of them your side, and then you can mark your own answers at the end of the round and tell me how well you did in the comments. Okay? Cool. I'm going to keep an eye on both my views here with different chat screens on, but do keep the comments coming in, just not guesses. Okay? Question number 1 then. Who are the 2 English golfers to have won a Masters green jacket? Who are the 2 English golfers to have won a Masters green jacket? Only 2 have done it to date. 1 point for each, of course. 1 point for each there. So the 2 English golfers to have won the Masters green jacket. Right, question number 2. Which television detective was employed by Robin Masters? Which television detective was employed by Robin Masters? Question number 3. Bobby Fischer was a grandmaster in which field? Bobby Fischer was a grandmaster in which field? As always, when we get to the end of each round, you can ask me for repeats of any questions before I read out all the answers. That'll give everybody a bit more thinking time, as always. Question number 4 now. Stevie Wonder's UK hit called Master Blaster was a tribute to which reggae artist? It's a great song. Stevie Wonder's UK hit Master Blaster was a tribute to which reggae artist? Okay, question 5 now. Question number 5. In Star Wars, which Jedi was Anakin Skywalker's first master? In Star Wars, which Jedi was Anakin Skywalker's first master? Here's a great song indeed, Andy says. Yeah, like a bit Stevie Wonder. Very good. All right, question number 6 now. What was the name of the master race that was propagated by Nazi Germany? What was the name of the master race that was propagated by Nazi Germany? For one more point. Question number 7 now for 2 points. Question 7. What were the surnames of the regular BBC MasterChef presenters John and Greg? 1 point for each. What were the surnames of the regular presenters of BBC MasterChef John and Greg? 1 point for each. Right. The next question then, question number 8. What title is given to the presiding officer of the Court of Appeal of England and Wales? Remember, the theme of the round is my clue, little prompt for you. What title is given to the presiding officer of the Court of Appeal of England and Wales? Right, question number 10 now. Question number 10. Oh, sorry, question 9, isn't it? 2 points. Question number 9. Which are the two most common master's degrees undertaken in the UK? Which are the two most common master's degrees undertaken in the UK? Okay, question 10. Which actor played the role of the Master to David Tennant's Doctor Who? Which actor played the role of the Master to David Tennant's Doctor in Doctor Who, I should say? Question number 11 now. Question 11. Which car maker produces the Master Panel van? Which car maker produces the Master Panel van? Oh dear. 1-0 down already. I say already. It's coming up to half time, isn't it? I think it started at 7:30 in the end. Ugh, thank you for the update. Let's make the next update a good one, please. Because you can control it. Oh man. Question 12 now. Question 12. This is for 4 points. Unless you don't like Harry Potter, in which case that might be a problem. Question 12 for 4 points. Which 4 characters succeeded Albus Dumbledore as headmaster at Hogwarts School for Witches and Wizards? Which 4 characters succeeded Albus Dumbledore as headmaster at Hogwarts School for Witches and Wizards? You don't have to put them in order at all, okay? Just name the 4 characters if you can. Question 13. For question 13, which cricketer was known as the Little Master? Which cricketer was known as the Little Master? Okay, question number 14. 3 points for question 14. Oh, Millie and Micah here. Look in the chat. Sorry we're late. Oh, no worries. No problem. I did wonder. I'm glad to hear you're all right in here. So question 14 then. Question 14. Which old masters famously painted the Mona Lisa, the Girl with a Pearl Earring, and Water Lilies? For 3 points, which old masters famously painted the Mona Lisa, Girl with a Pearl Earring, and Water Lilies? 1 point for each again. Oh, he has brought me good news. Dave, it worked. After VAR, it's 0-0. Brilliant. We're not 1-0 down already. Whew, okay. That worked. More good news, please. More good news. It's worked once. Totally off topic, but Andy says, I've had Private Dancer by Tina Turner in my head all day. Wow, you know me, I love a bit of Tina's music. Oh, I was devastated when she passed. I saw her live at Wembley Arena, her last world tour that she did. Unbelievable. That you can watch it on YouTube, the same tour. It's just incredible. Very cool. And yes, Dave, it worked. Yeah, that's a great song too. Right, the next question and final question in this round. Question 15 is for 3 points. What type of masters are Paul Hollywood, Prince Adam of Eternia, and Stanley Burrell? 1 point for each. What type of masters are Paul Hollywood, Prince Adam of Eternia, and Stanley Burrell? For 3 points. Okay, so that's the end of the round. Have a think about that one. Also see if you can work out the countdown conundrum for 2 bonus points. And I will repeat any questions you need me to now if you just let me know in the comments which ones you'd like me to repeat. I'm afraid I won't repeat the entire round as much as I'd like to for Millie and Mike, but a handful of questions I can repeat is fine. Yes, just let me know and I'll gladly do that for you. I'll do my usual waffle on while you have your thinking time before I go through the answers for each round. So I will remind you at the end of this as well tonight, but it should be the 10th of March as the next Facebook Live quiz. So save the date. The 10th of March will be that month's Facebook Live quiz, and Patreon for March will be on the 31st. It's a 5 Tuesday month, March is. So the 10th and the 31st are the nights you need to remember. If you're Patreon, the 31st, please, would be great. And for February, it's the 24th of March will be Patreon, so 2 weeks' time. All right, so Sue has asked for question 15 again, and number 11 as well for Dave. Right, so question 15 for Sue. What type of masters are Paul Hollywood, Prince Adam of Eternia, and Stanley Burrell? Question 11 for Dave. Which car maker produces the Master Panel van? Which car maker produces the Master Panel van? Okay. Right, in a moment then I'll go through the answers for the entire round. Maybe Millie and Mike, if you're really quick, you might be able to see how many points roughly you'd have got, and then you can just make up a score, and we'll all believe you, of course. It's just a bit of fun, isn't it? Eh? So, Let's go through the answers then. Let me know your scores in the comments, and 2 extra points if you can get the countdown conundrum, which I'll reveal at the end of this run through. So the 2 English golfers. Oh, Dave, 1-0 again. All right. Question number 1. The 2 English golfers that have won the Masters green jacket are Nick Faldo. He's won it 3 times. One of only a very few people to have done it 3 times. And Danny Willett won it in 2016. So Nick Faldo and Danny Willett for 2 points. This round seems very hard, but he says, so I doubt we'll pick up any extra points. Well, let's see. Question 2. Which television detective was employed by Robin Masters? That is Magnum PI. Question 3. Bobby Fischer was a grandmaster in which field? It's chess. To be honest, normally in this kind of pub trivia, if the question asks about what kind of grandmaster somebody was, 99% of the time it's a chess question. Just from my experience in these quizzes, that's generally how things go. Stevie Wonder's UK hit Master Blaster was a tribute to which reggae artist? If you know anything at all about reggae, this is probably the first one that came to mind. Bob Marley. That's question 4. Question 5. In Star Wars, which Jedi was Anakin Skywalker's first master? That is Qui-Gon Jinn in Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. So Qui-Gon Jinn for a point there. That's Liam Neeson's character, by the way. If you're not much of a fan, don't know who I'm on about, Liam Neeson's character is what you need to know. Question 6. What was the name of the master race that was propagated by Nazi Germany? It is the Aryan race, or Aryan race, Aryan. Question 7. What were the surnames of the regular presenters on BBC's MasterChef that were called John and Greg? It is John Turode and Greg Wallace. I'm sure the show is much better now they are not part of it. That's just my opinion. Question 8. What title is given to the presiding officer of the Court of Appeal of England and Wales? That is Master of the Rolls. Danny Willett, his name escaped me. Yeah, I'd never heard of him either until I did some research to prepare this round. Yep, Danny Willett. Right, so Master of the Rolls is the answer for 8. Question 9. Which are the 2 most common master's degrees undertaken in the UK? It is the MA, Master of Arts, and the MSc, the Master of Science. So Arts and Science, 1 point for each. Question 10. Which actor played the role of the Master to David Tennant's Doctor in Doctor Who? John Sim. Question 11. Which car maker produces the Master Panel van? It's Renault Master Panel vans. Question 12. Which 4 characters succeeded Albus Dumbledore as headmaster of Hogwarts School? It is Minerva McGonagall, Severus Snape, Dolores Umbridge, and Neville Longbottom. Question 13. Which cricketer is known as the Little Master? That is Sachin Tendulkar. Question 14. Which old masters famously painted the Mona Lisa, Girl with a Pearl Earring, and Water Lilies? It is Leonardo da Vinci, Johann Vermeer, and Claude Monet. And finally, question 15. What type of masters are Paul Hollywood, Prince Adam of Eternia, and Stanley Burrell? Paul Hollywood is a master baker. Prince Adam of Eternia is a master of the universe. It's He-Man. He-Man, the Masters of the Universe, is the Master of the Universe is the cartoon and film, and soon to be new film. As an 80s kid, I am so excited about that. The trailer actually looks really fun. And Stanley Burrell is a Master of Ceremonies because that is the real name of MC Hammer. Yeah. So yeah, the clues in the title of the quiz, it's a master's round, right? So Master of Ceremonies is what was required for the name MC Hammer. Although he was a rapper, the answer needed to be Master of Ceremonies, just in case you put rapper, only because you knew who he was. Right. Now, the answer to the countdown conundrum for your 2 bonus points is a testing. A testing. I was wondering when I was putting the round together tonight, how many words we had done in the Countdown Conundrum round since we've been doing them as part of the quizzes here, and compared to how many. MC Hammer's name again was Stanley Burrell. So, and I looked it up. How many 9-letter words have we done so far for Countdown Conundrums? And then how many 9-letter words are there in the English language? Thought, I wonder how close we are. How many 9-letter words are there? There must be quite a lot. Yeah, we're never going to run out. As long as I keep doing this, we will always have 9-letter words for this game. Yeah, there's like 40,000 something or other, 39, 40,000, give or take, 9-letter words in the English language. It's crazy. And we've done about, I don't know, like 190 or something after today. Anyway, let's see those scores coming in then. I'll give you all shout outs, and here they come. So, the Donuts have scored 17. They got the conundrum. Well done. Jodie's got 11 plus the 2 points. Andy says got 10 plus 2 equals 12. Clearly not a master tonight. 16 plus 2 from Ruben's question at the start. That's Geraldine. Well done. PJ says 11 plus 2. Dave's got 13 points. Dave, you can have bonus points if you tell me good news about Spurs again. If it's true. Catherine says 13 for the not so golden oldies. Millie says 2 points, but then they didn't really hear many questions in time, so we'll let them off. That's fine. There was some tricky questions, in fairness, in that round. Even if you did join late, there's still some tricky questions. Right, we move on then to round number 2, which will be 3 of a kind. Yes, I am hoping. I'll be delighted if I can give you those. Okay, let's go to round number 2. And it is 3 of a kind for this round. So each question is going to ask you to name the 3 something. All right. So every question contains 3 different answers that we need. And normally I say you need to get all 3 to get a point. But that's when I have to do the marking in the pub. Because if I had to mark 3 points for every single question for, say, 15 to 20 different teams of people, which I quite often have to do that amount of teams in my pub quizzes, that's an awful lot more ticks to give every single team. Since you're marking your own tonight, I am going to say you can have 1 point for each. All right? So that means for every question, there are 3 points available, plus the 2 points if you haven't used Ruben's bonus point questions, for those who got that right, and another 2 points if you get the Countdown Conundrum correct. So stacks of possible points here. Here we go then with question number 1 in this round. Name the 3 richest football club sides in the world as of today. Name the 3 richest football club sides in the world today. Okay, and again, you'll get the usual thinking time at the end, and you can ask me for repeats. Question number 2. Which are the tallest mountains in England, Scotland, and Wales? Which are the tallest mountains in England, Scotland, and Wales? 1 point for each. Right. The next question, then, question number 3. What are the names of Dave Seville's 3 chipmunks? What are the names of Dave Seville's 3 chipmunks? Question 4 then. Question number 4. Alphabetically, which are the last three signs of the zodiac? Alphabetically, which are the last three signs of the zodiac? Question number 5 then. Question 5. In case of potential severe weather, the Met Office will issue one of three colour weather warnings. Name the colours. 1 point for each again. In case of potential severe weather, the Met Office will issue one of three colour warnings. Name the colours. Question number 6 now. Question 6. What are the three main types of blood vessels found throughout the human body? What are the three main types of blood vessels found throughout the human body? Question number 7. Question 7 now. What are the names of Alexander Dumas' three musketeers? What are the names of Alexander Dumas' three musketeers? Question number 8. Which are the three longest rivers in the world? Which are the three longest rivers in the world? Question number 9 now. Question number 9. What are the first names of Donald Trump's three wives? What are the first names of Donald Trump's three wives? Should the live get banned now because I dared mention his name? What are the names of his first three wives? 1 point for each. Question number 10. Which three subtitles follow The Hobbit in the blockbuster film trilogy? Which three subtitles follow The Hobbit in the blockbuster film trilogy? Right, question 11. Question 11. Name the last three actors to win the Best Actor Oscar. Name the last three actors to win the Best Actor Oscar. None of these you need to put in any particular order, by the way, in case it wasn't obvious. Question 12 now. Question 12. Name the last three actresses to win the Best Actress Oscar. Okay, question 13 now. Question 13. In the Chinese zodiac, which three creatures are not mammals? In the Chinese zodiac, which three creatures are not mammals? Question number 14. Question 14. Name the three European capital cities that begin with the letter R. Name the three European capital cities that begin with the letter R. And finally, number 15. For your final 3 points in this round, what were the names of the three fairy godmothers that featured in Walt Disney's animated film called Sleeping Beauty? What were the names of the three fairies that featured in Walt Disney's animated film called Sleeping Beauty? So, as I said, 1 point for each. For every single question, 3 points is possible. Let me know now if you want me to repeat any questions, because there's quite a lot of points to work out here to have a guess at. Again, none of them have to be in a particular order. You just need to name them for 1 point each. That's it. You're going to get 2 extra points if you can work out the countdown conundrum, as always. The next thing to tell you about tonight is, of course, I think everybody watching live at least knows this, but just in case, and if there's anybody watching this when it's not live, please do leave a comment anyway. Let me know how you're getting on. But there is a link in the description of this video and every video, which will take you to a page that lists out all the areas you could go to support Big Quiz Night In everywhere on social media and lots of other things as well. So please do consider giving that link a click and checking out some other places where I provide quiz content and more, including a link to my band's pages too, because that's a whole lot of fun and a new journey I've been on this last year. Yeah, very exciting times in that respect. And we post occasional funny videos and things as well as song-related stuff. So do have a look. Right. Anybody interested in a repeat of a question? Before we go through the answers, last chance. If you would like a repeat, I'll keep an eye out for comments. Last few seconds there. No? All right. If one pops up, then I might still jump to it. But here we go with the answers for this round. So, question number 1. Name the 3 richest football club sides in the world today. It is Real Madrid, Manchester City, and Paris Saint-Germain or PSG. Question 2. Which are the tallest mountains in England, Scotland, and Wales? It is Scafell Pike, Ben Nevis, and Mount Snowdon. Question 3. What was the name of Dave Seville's 3 chipmunks? It's Alvin, Simon, and Theodore. Question 4. Alphabetically, which are the last 3 signs of the zodiac? Scorpio, Taurus, Virgo. Question 5. In case of potential severe weather, the Met Office will issue one of 3 colour weather warnings. Name the colours. It is red, amber, and yellow. Question 6. What are the 3 main types of blood vessels found throughout the human body? They are arteries, veins, and capillaries. Question 7. The 3 musketeers are Porthos, Athos, and Aramis. Question 8. The 3 longest rivers in the world are the Nile, the Amazon, and the Yangtze. Question 9. The names of Donald Trump's 3 wives, Melania, Maria, and Ivana. Question 10. Which 3 subtitles follow The Hobbit in the blockbuster film trilogy? It is The Unexpected Journey, or Unexpected Journey, The Desolation of Smaug, and The Battle of the Five Armies. Question 11, the last three actors to win the Best Actor Oscar: Adrian Brody, Cillian Murphy, and Brendan Fraser. Question 12, the last three actresses to win the Best Actress Oscar: Mikey Madison, Emma Stone, and Michelle Yeoh. Question 13, in the Chinese zodiac, which three creatures are not mammals? It is the snake, the rooster, and the dragon. Question 14, name the three European capital cities beginning with the letter R: Rome, Riga, and Reykjavik. And finally, question 15, the fairies in Walt Disney's animated film Sleeping Beauty are Fauna, Flora, and Merryweather. Okay, happy to remind you of those if you missed anything. The answer to the countdown conundrum for 2 extra points in this round is bludgeons. Bludgeons. Did anybody get that one correct? Let me know then as you tally up your scores. And then once we've given you all shout-outs for your scores, we go on to a more traditional quiz round, which is potluck and general knowledge, or potluck/general knowledge. Anything goes in that one. Multiple point questions, again, no doubt will be there. But yes, just general knowledge in the next round, as we quite often do for the third round of the evening. And yes, as a reminder of the game shows round to come, we're doing Family Fortunes again, and then we will be doing catchphrase. I have found more to do. Might only be for tonight. I don't know what will happen next time we do catchphrase, but I have found 3 more traditional catchphrase clips that I can play for you. We shall see how they go and how well you do. Okay, scores are coming in. Jodie's got 22 points. Andy says 23 for me. Sue says the donut scored 30 with kids question and got the conundrum. Very good. 10 points, says Millie. 25 points, Geraldine. Dave says 18 plus 2. Catherine says 20 plus 2 for Ruben's question, so 22 in all. Great scores there. It helps, I suppose, that, of course, every question was worth 3 points, but it's always nice to see big scores in the chat. So well done for all you did there, teams. And we go now to the potluck round. Any more comments, any more scores? If there's anybody that hasn't posted yet, please do. Right, so round number 3, potluck. 15 questions, and you have, of course, another countdown conundrum on screen for a final. 2 extra points in this round. If you haven't spent the points that you earned from getting Ruben's question right at the start, then you should add it on for this round, because this is the last opportunity to use it. Speaking of which, Andy says I'm saving the conundrum bonus for the potluck round. Okay. Fair enough. Right, okay, question number 1 then. Which family board game is marketed as the game of global domination? Which family board game is marketed as the game of global domination? That is question number 1 in this potluck general knowledge round. Question number 2, which children's toy was advertised to have eagle eyes? Which children's toy was advertised to have eagle eyes? Question 3 then. Question 3, the name of which soft drink means taste in Latin? Is it Tango, Tizer, or Vimto? The name of which soft drink means taste in Latin? Is it Tango, Tizer, or Vimto? Question number 4. What was the more common name for the local defence volunteers during the Second World War? What was the more common name for the local defence volunteers during the Second World War? Question number 5 for 2 more points. Question 5. Who were the infamous inhabitants of 25 Cromwell Street in Gloucester? Who were the infamous inhabitants of 25 Cromwell Street in Gloucester? That's for 2 points. Question number 6. What is an Italian casumarzu? Is it a dog, a pig, or a cheese? What is an Italian casumarzu? C-A-S-U, new word, M-A-R-Z-U. Is it a dog, a pig, or a cheese? An Italian casumarzu. All right, question number 7 now. Question number 7. What was the name of the young lord whose adventures ran in the Beano? What was the name of the young lord whose adventures ran in the Beano? Question number 8. Which letters would be on the hot and cold taps in France? Which letters would be on the hot and cold taps in France? Two points for that one. Question number 9. Which 3 planets in our solar system have the most moons? As usual, for these kind of questions, you can write them in any order. But which 3 planets in our solar system have the most moons? Question number 10 now. Question 10. What would you do with a Spanish tambouri? Would you ride it, eat it, or play it? What would you do with a Spanish tambouri? Would you ride it, eat it, or play it? Oh no, Oxford are 3-0 down. Oh man. Sorry, Andy. Poor old Oxford. Okay, question number 11 now. Question 11. Which American revolutionary's name is used as a slang term for a signature? Which American revolutionary's name is used as slang term for a signature? Question number 12. Which university topped the Times Higher Education World University Rankings list for the 10th year in a row in 2026? Which university topped the Times Higher Education World University Rankings list for the 10th year in a row for 2026? Oh no, don't say they're getting relegated, Andy. No. Getting a new stadium soon. You can't go down. I say soon, it's going to take years to build. But you will have one soon. It's recently been approved, hasn't it? Right. Question 13. Which musician named his children Moon Unit, Dweezil, and Diva? Each to their own. Which musician named his children Moon Unit, Dweezil, and Diva? Question number 14 now. Question 14. Which country was the notorious historical figure named Genghis Khan from? Which country was the notorious historical figure named Genghis Khan from? Question number 15, the final question in this round. Name the last 3 British Prime Ministers to assume office without winning a general election. Name the last 3 British Prime Ministers to assume office without winning a general election. Okay, so you've got a little bit more thinking time then. Let me know now if you want any questions repeated. And yeah, we can do those for you, and then we'll go through the answers, see how you get on, and then we'll go to our game shows round to finish off the evening. Any questions need repeating, let me know in the chat now. A good selection of different subjects for that general knowledge round. I don't know if there's anything else I need to tell you about at this stage, just to waffle on and give you a bit more thinking time. There might well be, if you're interested in any merch for Big Quiz Night In, anything with this on it, loads of different things. Have a look again in the link in the description for my merch store. There might well be a discounted kind of sale coming up at some point soon. If you fancy supporting me that way, you can do. Question 15, there might be a new one soon. I thought that as I was preparing this round tonight. There might well be. This will need updating. Yeah, he's got to go, really. He's got to go. I don't like to hate on parties that are supposed to be further left than the awfulness that we had before. But at the same time, they've proven they're definitely not in their current form. And with current things happening, I'm not going to say too much more than that. But yeah, I think it's the right thing to do. Right, can we do a reminder, please, if there's a sale for the merch? Yeah, do you know, I keep forgetting to do it, to be honest. It's my bad. I really should promote myself more often, because I kind of need to do that a bit more. But yes, yeah, let me see if I can find out while I go through the answers. I'll see if I can log in and access the dates for everything. Oh, there is a 15% off everything code I can give you in general. That's interesting. That's as a consumer, mind you. Okay, right, let's go through the answers then. I'll come back to that. I don't want to bore you while I'm on another site. Okay, so for the potluck round. Here we go. Question 1. Which Risk family board game is marketed as the game of global domination? It is Risk. Question 2. Which children's toy was advertised to have eagle eyes? It was Action Man. Question 3. The name of which soft drink means taste in Latin? Is it Tango, Tizer, or Vimto? It is Tango. Question 4. What was the more common name for the local defence volunteers during the Second World War? They were the Home Guard, which is the subject of Dad's Army, for example. Home Guard. Question 5. Who were the infamous inhabitants of 25 Cromwell Street in Gloucester? Fred and Rosemary West, for 2 points. Question 6. What is an Italian casu marzu or quesu marzu? Is it a dog, a pig, or a cheese? It's a maggot-aged pecorino cheese. I'm not going to go into any more about how I know that's the kind of cheese it is, because I read that and prepared that question just after I finished dinner this evening, because there was a couple of things I needed to finalise, and that was one question I needed to sort out. I'm kind of regretting the fact I know that now, but now you do too. Don't Google it. You don't need to know the details. That's just what it is. It's a cheese, okay? Right, question number 7. What was the name of the young lord whose adventures ran in the Beano? It is Lord Snooty. Oh my goodness, we've equalised. Dave's getting bonus points. Yes. As long as it's not ruled out by VAR. Yes, brilliant. Oh, I might actually watch the highlights if it carries on in a positive way. Right, question, where are we now? Lord Snooty was number 7. Question 8, which letters would be on the hot and cold taps in France? It is C and F. C for Chaude and F for Freud, or Freud? Chaude and Freud? I think that's how you pronounce it, if I remember my GCSE French, or school French in general. You need them in this round, Dave says. Question 9. Which 3 planets in our solar system have the most moons? They are Jupiter, Saturn, and Uranus. Question 10. What would you do with a Spanish tambori? Would you ride it, eat it, or play it? It is a type of drum, so you should probably play it. Question 11. Which American revolutionary's name is used as a slang term for a signature? That is your John Hancock. Question 12. Which university topped the Times Higher Education World University Rankings list for the 10th year in a row for 2026? Andy, it's something for Oxford to celebrate. It is Oxford University. 10 years in a row, top of the world rankings. If only the football team was as successful, hey? Question 13. Which musician named his children Moon Unit, Dweezil, and Diva? It is Frank Zappa. Question 14. Which country was a notorious historical figure named Genghis Khan from Mongolia? And question 15. Name the last 3 British Prime Ministers to assume office without winning a general election. It is Rishi Sunak, Liv Truss, and Boris Johnson, for 3 points. Right. Start tallying up the scores. I can tell you now the bonus points for your countdown conundrum will be yours if you said squirrels. Squirrels for that one. I'm hoping most of you got it, because looking at how it's jumbled up for that one, it might be one of the first things you thought of looking at the letters. At least that's how my brain works. I'm not normally very good at these. But that might be one I think I would get. I think. Right, let's see how well you did. And then we're going to move on to our next round, which will be a Family Fortunes question for you all. Donut scored 18 points. They got the conundrum. Dave says 13 points plus 2, so 15 points, plus 1 for bringing me the good news. If we win, you can have another one. Geraldine says 13 plus 2. PJ's got 12 plus 2. Got the conundrum there. Millie and Mike saying 14 points. Any more before we move on? Andy says 14 plus 2 plus 2 for Rue's points make up 18. 18 in total. Excellent work. Yes, he saved the kids' question bonus points there. Catherine says 16, and yes, Tony got the conundrum, so 18 for us. Great scores. Well done. Okay. Right, well, we've not done this one for a while. We didn't do this last month, so we are going to go on now to Our Survey Says. And there's your question. From this point on, you're all on the same team trying to work out what the answers are for this game and for the catchphrase round that's coming up after this. So it's only five answers we're looking for here. We're looking for the top results from a survey of 100 people, and they were asked to name a bad place to fall asleep. Name a bad place to fall asleep. We could have some fun with this one. I think we'll find some amusing answers. I mean, even the legitimate ones are either amusing or quite frightening, if I'm honest. But yeah, let's have a look then, shall we? Dave says at work. Is that one of our answers? At work? That's number 3. Very good. We're off to a good start then. Okay, Millie says wedding. At a wedding. I mean, that would suck, wouldn't it, if you fell asleep at a wedding? It's not there, though, I'm afraid. Not one of the answers. On a train, says Jody. On a train. That's the second answer. Well done. At a party. Is party there? Catherine says no. Okay, next guess is we've got on a train again from Sue. So well done, Sue. You guys get the kudos for getting that one right as well. Theatre, says Millie. That's another good guess. I'd hate that, falling asleep in the theatre, missing the show. But no, not one of the top 5 answers. Oh, Newcastle have scored again. That's not the kind of answer I was looking for. Thank you for the update. Jody says driving, as does Sue. Yes, driving would be incredibly bad to fall asleep at, and that is why it's number 1 in the list. Melly says on the bus. Is that one of the answers? I mean, driving and train is there, but no, not there. But then also school has been suggested there. I will give you that. You have got points there because it's number 4, classroom. Just general kind of school setting, classroom. Tube station, done that after a heavy work night out. It's not there, I'm afraid, but that would suck. Yes, during a lecture, that we'll class that under classroom, which is why I think we've got an all-encapsulating term there for any kind of place of education. Think of somewhere that's even more dangerous to fall asleep. We've had driving a car, something even more dangerous than that. And other guesses are of course going to come in now I've given that clue, but on a date is incorrect. Very, very dangerous place to fall asleep. Worse than if you were driving a car. Oh, swimming, that would be horrible as well. Good guess, but no. During a meal. I love my food. That would be so upsetting to fall asleep during a nice food. It's not there now. Okay, pilot, flying a plane. Dave says pilot as well. There we go. That is the next one. It's cockpit. If you fell asleep and you were the pilot, that would be a problem, wouldn't it? I mean, unless it was on autopilot and you might be fine. In the bath would also be bad. Oh, mountain climbing. That's a great shout as well. Yeah, if I explored the survey further, I may have found more, and I guarantee some of your other guesses would have been there. Mountain climbing, that's hilarious. Imagine just waking up and you're still just hanging there. Okay, good work. You quickly finished off that one. We're going to go now to our catchphrase round. So, for catchphrase then, let's just bring number 8 back onto the board. There we go. Now, there is a catchphrase behind that board. Your job now is to answer trivia questions correctly, and then as you answer them, we will reveal squares of the board. which will be determined by a spin of the wheel. All right. So answers in the comments, please, as quick as you can. Question number 1 is, which band's debut hit single was called Swear It Again? And as you get to see what the catchphrase video is behind this board, if you think you know the answer for that, have a guess immediately. So, which band's debut hit single was called Swear It Again? And we are going to be revealing first number 7. Number 7, okay? And yes, the answer is Westlife, as many of you have guessed. It's Westlife. So let's remove number 7. Interesting. Okay, right. So 7 has been removed from the wheel. Your next question is, which area of London is famous for its diamonds? Which area of London is famous for its diamonds? Yes, well done to Dave, to Sue, and to Jody for getting that one right. Westlife, Swear It Again. Always worth a guess, these questions. If you think you might know, or even if you don't, it's better to have a guess. It's good general pub quiz knowledge or tips. It's always better to have a guess, because if you don't guess, in a pub quiz setting at least, then you've definitely got it wrong. Hatton Gardens, very good. Jess, Geraldine, Catherine, Jody, excellent work there. Right, we're going to be removing next. And Sue as well, yep, Hatton Gardens. Number 6. Number 6, there we go. Your next question, Angelica Pickles appeared in which kids' cartoon series? Angelica Pickles appeared in which kids' cartoon series? Let's spin the wheel. The answer is Rugrats. Yeah, or Rigrats. I'll let you off the spelling mistake there. Dave and Jody have got it. The answer for that question is Rugrats. Yes, Millie says Rugrats as well. Very good. Number 5 has been spun, but the correct answer for this catchphrase has also been guessed, and it is Ghost Town. Well done to Geraldine and to Millie and to Sue. Ghost Town is correct. Let's remove the squares, and then you can see the full video and understand where Ghost Town is coming from there. There you go. There's Mr. Chips as well. Ghost Town. But because you got that question right, let's leave 5 off. And now we're going to take away Ghost Town, and we're going to bring in the next one. So 5 has already been removed from this one. And in fact, I am going to... Can I do this? Yes, I should be able to. No, maybe not. All right. If 5 comes up, then I'll just spin it again. All right. Your next question is, what nationality was Hercule Poirot? What nationality was Hercule Poirot? We're going to remove number 6 for this one. What nationality was Hercule Poirot? Guess in the comments. Alternatively, if you can work out what's going on in the latest catchphrase, do have a guess. Belgium is the correct answer. It is Belgium. Well done, Dave. That was very quick there. Yes, Belgium. Sue and Catherine as well. What's going on in the catchphrase? Have a guess. We're removing that one. Spinning the wheel for the next question. The question is, which UK sweets are renamed as Starburst? Which UK sweets were renamed as Starburst? We've already got 5 gone, so I'll spin the wheel again. It's not pulling the reins. It's not tie yourself in knots. It is Hold Your Horses, though. Well done, Jodie. Hold Your Horses is correct. Excellent work there. So, again, I will reveal the full picture for you. It does say one there, but we're going to move on to another one. So that'll be for the next one. Opal fruits is the correct answer. Okay, so Hold Your Horses. There's the full image. We will now cover up the whole board. The next picture's there waiting for us to reveal it. And let's see, because you've got opal fruits correct, so I'll reward you with a spin now, and then we go to the next question. So for getting opal fruits correct for the Starburst question, we're going to remove, is that number 9 it's going to stop at? Yes, still on number 9. Okay, number 9. Ooh, interesting. Right, okay, number 9. That's gone. Your next question is, which fruit contains the most calories? Which fruit contains the most calories? I shall spin the wheel and then we'll know which one's going to be removed next. Oh, it's not Jaws in the catchphrase, no. It's good, but it's not right. Number 6 will be removed next. That might be a bit more helpful. Which fruit contains the most calories? That's the question. Not banana, not raisins, not strawberries, not an apple. I might have to narrow it down for you. I'll give you a clue. No, I won't give you a clue because Catherine's got it right. It's avocado. Well done. Yeah, not grapes. No, it is avocado. Let's remove number 6 from the board. That's thinking outside the box there. Very good. Yeah, no, not kiwi. It's avocado. Right, the next question then is, who was the oldest member of the Spice Girls? Who was the oldest member of the Spice Girls? And we've got the 100 up on our messages for the show. Over 100 chat messages. Thank you guys, as always, for your support. All the conversations help promote the quiz to other people, so that's really helpful. And thank you for your engagement, as always. We're going to remove number 4, but you need to guess first. Who was the oldest member of the Spice Girls? You can give me their Spice name or their real name. Big fish in a small pond? No. Good guess, but no. It is Jerry Halliwell. Well done to Geraldine and Sue. You got it right first. And we're going to remove number 4 now. I wonder if anybody's going to guess what I thought when I first watched this one before I then realised the answer. Okay, next question then, and we shall spin the wheel again. Keep the guesses coming in. For this, the final catchphrase of the evening. Your next question is, what is the name of the cafe in Coronation Street? What was the name of the cafe in Coronation Street? Making a splash? Nope. Good guesses, but no, you're missing a crucial piece of information in this picture, in fairness. Number 8. Number 8 will be next. Roy's Rolls. Well done, everybody. Yes, loads of you got that one right. Roy's Rolls. Let's do number 8. I assume that's still the cafe in the show. I don't actually watch it myself. This was accurate not so long ago, so when it was written. So, your next question. What was the surname of Lady Chatterley's lover? What was the surname of Lady Chatterley's lover? Keep those guesses coming in. I've seen something else there. I'm going to spin the wheel anyway because I want to see if anybody can get this question right before we move on. What was the surname of Lady Chatterley's lover? Mellors. Yeah, it's not mellows, it's mellors. You're very close there. Let me just remove number 2, and then I can tell you that the correct answer is in fact what Millie's just put there. It is red herring. Here's the rest to prove it to you. The arrow's pointing there. This is what you were missing. There's a blue fish, a green fish, and then a red fish. The arrow's pointing. It's a red herring. Very good. Well done to Mike and Millie there for getting that last one right. That was the last little game of the evening. Okay, so as I mentioned earlier on then, over there, that's what it looks like. When you click on the link in the description of all my videos, my beacons link, you've got all the yellow icons there where I provide occasional quiz content, and you can contact me and follow me. All those socials there, just click on those or tap on those and it will take you to them. If you are there, then you'll be able to then follow me. Yeah, Millie loves catchphrase so much. I know, I was so happy when I found another source of them, but again, I don't know if there'll be more. I can keep looking, but I was lucky to find that one. We shall see. A lot of the other ones are like people have homemade them, which I could try and do, I suppose, but it takes that's a bit of effort to do that. Those ones are obviously lifted in magic ways from the show, but there's only so many that are in that format, which is why I've struggled to find them. We'll see. I've got one more that I haven't used, but I haven't got a full set of 3, so we'll just see how it goes. I'll let you know when we come back to it again. But yes, and also then again on the beacons link there are other places to support me as well and other things too, but the main thing is, yeah, the socials there. The top button there, on the pink list is the link to the band Midlife Misfits that I'm in. So again, if you're interested in what I do in that part of my life outside of this, you can give us a follow. You can have a nosy there and see our pictures and videos from our recent gig and things like that. It's good fun. Right, a quick look at the comments then I'll let you all go. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Yes, Millie says, thank you so much for a great fun quiz, as always, and for brightening our week. You're welcome. Thanks for the quiz, Chris, once again. Good luck for the last 10 minutes. Oh, I hope so. We'd like a comeback. Amazing quiz as ever. Cheers for everyone. Catch you soon. Thank you, Andy. Thank you, Jodie. You're welcome. Geraldine as well. Thank you so much for the hard work, Chris. See you next time. Love Catherine and Tony. It's been great having you all here again. So yes, the next quiz then, all being well, the next quiz will be our Patreon quiz night on the 24th of February. Then in March, we'll be back here, Facebook, YouTube Live on the 10th of March, and then the 31st of March for Patreon. So there's 5 Tuesdays in March. So there'll be the second week will be here, and then the 5th week will be the last Tuesday of the month, which is always a Patreon quiz. So that's that. It's been absolute pleasure again, everybody. Thank you so much for your continued support. I must try and get better at sharing other things. I've not shared much other quiz content for a while. I've taken a bit of a break from the videos and things, so I'm going to get back into it, I think. That's a promise to myself and to you all, okay? Thank you for making the Grim Oxford score. Yes. All right, albeit for a moment. So take care, everybody, and I will see you all same time next time for more of the same fun. Cheers. Good night.